Hello, everybody. Once again, welcome to the Matthew and Carlene channel. Just another beautiful day here in the state of Florida. And today we are going over how to safely and effectively be a secondary type of passport bro. So if you like what you see, by all means, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another episode. Now, we all know what the first types of passport bros are. That's where you have a remote job that allows you to make remote American income while living in a country like the Philippines, Thailand, Brazil, etc., you name it. I think that's great. However, as I'm sure you all know, not everybody has the luxury of a remote job. And that's completely okay. That's completely okay. That's where the second type of passport bros come in. And now, I know what you all are going to be saying. Hey, Matthew, isn't the second type of passport bros simping? And I'm like, who do you think you are, guys? Who do you think you are? Oh my god, my god, my god. But hey. All the seriousness now. After listening to all those supposed risks that the feminist movement keeps blowing sky high up about, I can see how you guys got that false impression. I can honestly see it. That's why this particular episode is going to be about debunking and mitigating those risks. I'm going to start with the one that's been getting the most amount of attention lately. The green card scam. You know, the one where the moment she gets her green card, she's going to leave you. Yeah. I can tell you from personal experience with working with this, that's a myth now. It may not have been a myth back then, but it is a myth now for a variety of reasons. The first reason is that a green card alone does not give you immunity from deportation. The woman is still going to have to submit 3 to 5 years worth of evidence of being in a committed marriage with you. Sorry about that, guys. Before she gets that. Point is, unlike domestic marriages, with international marriages, you have immigration laws added on top of your family court laws that no family court judge has the single-handed authority to overturn. So yes, you guys do have additional protection with going on the international dating market. The second reason is prenups. Now, I understand a lot of guys might have some doubts on prenups. I completely understand what you guys are saying, where you're coming from. However, there are ways to do them right, especially with an international marriage where you have immigration police, your nation's primary top defenders, who are going to be reinforcing it. A family court judge can be as male biased as they want to be. They can. However, the family court judge and pretty much everybody on their staff are still going to have a mountain's worth of reasons to be terrified of the idea of immigration police coming over to their homes, knocking on their front doors and saying, hey, we need you to come with us to talk about this case you were involved in. And let's be honest with here. If they're not terrified, well, they will be by the time immigration police is done with them. That's just a fact right there. The third reason why it's a myth is cultural-based differences. Like, I understand that the nuclear family is not heavily promoted here in the West as a direct result of the feminist movements. I know that for a fact. I completely understand where you guys come from on that. I do. However, in countries like the Philippines, Brazil, Thailand, etc., you name it, the nuclear family is intensely heavily promoted. Like, I'll give you an example. Carlene, her and her family have made it perfectly clear to me on a regular basis that if Carlene were to divorce me without having a purely legitimate reason for doing so, her family is going to disown her. They will not disown me. They will still consider me family to the point where they'll be scrambling to find me another Filipino wife to make up for what happened. But they will disown her. She would be completely isolated in this country and in her home country if she does it without having a purely legitimate reason for doing so. Point is, if that supposed green card scam was really the woman's true intentions, her level of stupidity is going to be so high up there, you could spot it a mile away. You honest to God could. So let's not waste any of our time pretending that you won't. Now for the next risk that I want to debunk or mitigate. I know we all seen the show 90 Day Fiancé. I know you guys have all watched it. I know it's a very popular show. From personal experience with this, I would like to extend it to 6 months or to a year for, once again, a variety of reasons. The first reason is you want to go into this having a date set in mind for when you are going to be moving things forward to the next level. The reason why is because you don't want both parties getting the false impression that, hey, you're waiting for something that's just never going to happen, that one of you is being taken advantage of. The other reason is that you want to develop a very solid track record for you and the woman, as well as everybody in your inner circle, and for immigration to be able to go over. Because let's face it, even if you're just getting the basic concept of dating down, which is daily, regular, very open, non-triggered, very deep conversations, on, like I said, a daily basis, there is going to be a limited amount of time someone can keep their true intentions hidden from you, especially if you know what to look out for. Like, for example, does this woman and her family's behavior stay constant and consistent during the entire 6 months? Or does it take a dramatic change somewhere? Does this woman try utilizing any of those feminist tactics? Like, does she try to gaslight you? Does she try to exercise some kind of non-existent leverage over you? And the biggest one, which you probably all seen this one coming, does this woman ask you for money? If the woman does any of these things, if she does, block this woman in a heartbeat and move on to the next one in like a 10 of seconds, which is something you can actually do. I can tell you that from personal experience myself, because unlike local Western dating, where it's like you're dating in the desert as a direct result of the feminist movement, with international dating, on the other hand, you have your pick of the litter. The options at your disposal are virtually limitless. And if your relationship with this woman goes toxic, or bad, or south, whatever you want to call it, Who cares? You're in two separate countries, for crying out loud. What do you think she's going to do? Oh my god, I laugh at it all the time. However, with all due seriousness, if the woman's behavior stays consistent, her family's behavior stays consistent during the entire 6 months, that's when you are officially ready to make your plans to go see her. This is where you're going to want to give this woman the ultimate trust test. And I do mean the ultimate trust test, with said safety precautions in mind. You're going to book your flight to go see her. You're going to make your reservation, your hotel or condo reservations, whatever you want to say it. You're going to keep some money of her currency in your wallets all the time, all kit and caboodle. However, you want to give her the opportunity to be your guide and the money manager of that type of currency. So this is going to be literally the only time where you'll ever consider giving her money. This really is. If she passes this trust test, if her family if her and her family's behavior stays constant and consistent the entire time, you're all set to propose to her, fly back home, and start working on the visa, which I'll go into in another video. That's kind of complicated. If she fails, if you do see a red flag, like I said, who cares? Dump her in a heartbeat, only this time, enjoy a nice, relaxing, well-deserved vacation. So yes, there are lots of rewards and benefits into this, which I will go back into another episode to talk about. Now, I would like to end this by saying to all my fellow passport bros, whether you're the first type or the second type, to all the women from overseas, like Philippines, Thailand, Brazil, etc., you name it, I want to say thank you. Your message that the men in the West don't have to put up with this craziness or this hatred, it's been very well received with the greatest of gratitudes. You saved my life. In just about every way I think a guy can be saved. I know a thank you is a meager reward to offer after what you've done for me, but it's all I can think of right now. It's like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders I never even knew was there. So thank you so much.